Recently, I was scrolling on social media and I saw a post by a woman who was complaining about the number of questions that she had been asked on a recent date. It made her uncomfortable, and she even commented that it made her feel as if she was on a job interview. Her reasoning for feeling this way was the idea that she knows how she's coming and what she brings to the table, as if he knew anything about her prior to the date. We have no issue with presenting an impeccable resume to a prospective employer. In fact, we ensure that we tweak our resumes just right before we apply and before we attend that interview in person. So why do modern women have an issue with answering questions posed by a potential suitor? If he is looking for a wife, that's a pretty important role you're applying for. Why would he not ask you questions? A huge problem with modern women is that they love to go with the flow. They don't ask the right questions, if any at all, and then become offended if asked to explain how they are qualified to become wifey. Dating with purpose is a foreign concept to modern women. They claim to want a good man and desire to be married, yet forcefully reject the men who would be ideal mates. Why is it that modern women have an issue with answering questions about who they are, their mindset, their outlook on life, their dreams, what they believe the role of a wife is? Is it because many of them aren't prepared to answer those questions? Would that line of questioning reveal their inadequacies? If all you have to bring to the table is money and a degree, you're not qualified to be wifey, and your hesitation to answer a line of questioning is understood. In addition to him asking questions, you should become an interviewer as well. You wouldn't exit a job interview without having asked questions you prepared for the recruiter, would you? Stop going with the flow and giving your all to a man who has given you no indication that he is worthy to breathe the same oxygen you breathe. Modern women have to break old mindsets and learn to date with purpose instead of blaming men for cycles they keep finding themselves repeating. When you date, it would behoove you to ask pertinent questions to gain insight into who you were choosing to spend your time with. Yes, people can be dishonest, but some things fly under the radar simply because you did not ask. I believe modern women can use these pointers on dating. Why is it that you pick one guy and focus all of your attention on him without simultaneously interviewing multiple candidates? If you aren't doing this, you're behind the 8 ball. He is going to date multiple women, and that employer is also actively interviewing more than one candidate. Men have understood for ages that dating is a process of elimination to select the best possible mate. Sure, he may like one or two, but guaranteed with subsequent dates, he will narrow the field. You should be doing the exact same thing. Now, don't get it twisted. This doesn't mean you're fornicating with any of these men. It does, however, mean that you're allowing yourself the space and opportunity to eliminate a suitor who does not align with your standards and belief system. If you're the prize, then allow him the opportunity to earn you. He will rise to the occasion if he is the right one for you. Stop fixating on one person and excluding all others from contention. Dating should not become exclusive until both parties have mutually agreed to take things to the next level and commit to one another. Never make assumptions about the status of your relationship with a man. If he didn't say it, it isn't so. And if he didn't agree to being your boyfriend, you're still on the market. Modern women make it too easy for men to have their cake and eat it too. Stop playing yourselves by prioritizing too quickly and then claim all men are dogs. They can only be what you have allowed.